What is up, everybody? This is RybackStun. We have returned to Test Center with our last of the hero previews, changes, and stuff like that. We've got Hawkeye here. Interesting stuff they've changed around with him. They've given him some new powers. They've changed around some of his powers as they appear. Normally, 3-arrow burst was on the bottom. Now it's up here at the beginning, so he can get easier access to that. Archery, combat skill, trick arrows, all that lovely stuff. The other thing that we have is we have 2 toggles with him, which originally I believe were passives, and now they're toggles that are mutually exclusive in terms of activation with another ability. So we'll check those out near the end when it's important. His hero synergy is the same, so there's nothing new with that. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the powers as they happen. Serrated arrow, pretty much the same thing. However, it gives a 6% chance to activate a trick quiver effect when an arrow hits an enemy. So I guess maybe it's time to find out what a trick quiver effect is. Is it going to tell me? Probably should have looked at this before I did something. It's not going to tell me what that is. Trick quiver effect. Well, I guess I'll find out. Maybe that's tied to items. I'm not entirely sure. Sorry, I should have been a little bit more, what's it called? I should have been more involved and knowledgeable about what I did before I came in. Serrated arrow. Critical damage rating for this power when you use it. Physical damage. Same power. Ooh. So I see. So it must activate random trick arrows. Oh, I see. It must activate these. Here we go. Okay. We'll look at those when that's done. But you'll notice that's what's happening with that kind of stuff. Rocket arrow, physical damage, extra damage if charged, crit hit chance increase for this power, 12% chance to activate a trick quiver effect. Bam! Next we have wave of arrows. Physical damage, it has a slow, 2% chance to activate a trick quiver. Bam! 3-arrow burst, normal incredible power that everybody thinks it is. 3-round hit, 2% chance to activate a trick quiver effect. Bam, bam, bam. Twin Pim arrows, physical damage per shot, regenerate health on hit, regenerate spirit on hit, 3% chance to activate a trick quiver effect. Next we have Trident shot, fires 3 crowd suppression arrows in a tight spread, wounding the enemy. Physical damage, base damage increased by 25%, up to 25% for close targets. 2% chance to activate trick quiver effect. Bam. Next we have Speed Loader Volley. Now this is a new power. Physical damage per hit, 9 hits. 20% chance to activate a trick quiver effect when an arrow hits an enemy. You take 50% less damage while this power is active. 8-second cooldown, spirit cost is 16. Interesting. So it's a very quick little power. I think there's an animation that needs to be finished with that. So that is all those powers. Now we have combat skill. This is his melee stuff. He's got crippling kick. Physical damage, stun duration, knocks back enemies, attack speed is relatively, what it is. Next we have the combat roll, spirit costs still because we need spirit costs on movement powers. Attack speed and movement speed increased. It does stun people, so there's that. Next we have fleet of foot, which also has a spirit cost, but you move through enemies, so on and so forth. Next we have Ronin assault, physical damage, increases your defense rating, you have attack speed at 2.2, and a spirit cost of 8. So you smack people with the bow. That's pretty cool. Next you have elusive arrow, physical damage, it's a ranged attack, immobilized duration. So it's your basically your bounce back, which is kind of cool. Next we have Ronin lunge, which allows you to dash forward instead of backwards. So what you could do is swa and then swa, which is neat. Next we have flash bomb. It's your stealth duration, base damage increased by 50% for your next attack, damage negation 20% for 4 seconds. Crowd control. This is actually an excellent example of a crowd control ability because you can do that and then quiver forward. Yeah. Next, for the trick arrows, we have Electric Arrow. Physical damage per hit, maximum targets hit 7, rate of fire 2.6 per second, spirit cost 6.14. Your passive effect on a trick quiver, your basic archery powers can occasionally fire electric arrows automatically. So there's your little stun ability, but your regular guys can activate this ability as well. Next, we have Explosive Arrow. Physical damage, vulnerability, rate of fire 1.8 per second, spirit cost in the medium area. Passive effect, basic arrows can occasionally proc this arrow. So that's neat. Next we have Nerve Gas Arrow, physical damage, weaken, area duration of 5 seconds, it's physical damage twice per second, rate of fire is 1.5, spirit cost is in the upper end of the low. So there's that. Next we have Freeze Arrow, physical damage, freeze duration 2 seconds, slow move, it has a movement speed slow, area duration is 8 seconds, rate of fire 2.3, spirit cost medium low, and same trick quiver ability. So there's that, and it's got your area defect, which is cool. Shrieking Arrow, same thing. It's a taunt and a bomb. Bam. blow up. Next, you have your Claymore turret, which physical damage twice per second. It's the same great thing it's always been. Bam! And it shoots arrows freaking everywhere. Next, we have the 2 toggles. Actually, no, we don't have the 2 toggles. Next, we have the Stark Tech Medical Arrow. Your allies become protected, shielding them for 25% of incoming damage and healing 5% of their maximum health per second. Allies cannot be protected again for 25 seconds after leaving the area of effect. You also regenerate your own health. It has an area effect duration of 5 seconds. Spirit cost 19, cooldown 30 seconds. Dome Arrow that gives you a bunch of healing stuff, which is pretty cool. Now we have the toggles. The first toggle is World's Greatest Archer. While toggled on, your Boomerang Arrow and Rocket Arrow gain 10% extra damage and have an 8-second cooldown. Sorry, 100% extra damage and have an 8-second cooldown. Your passive effect is you get damage rating for range powers, crit and brute strike rating, and you have a 10% chance that your projectiles will pierce enemies. When you critically hit or brutally strike, you do a physical bleed for 3 seconds. You restore spirit, and you and your allies gain accuracy. That's your ranged one. Your melee one is called Combat Training. While toggled on, your Crippling Kick gets 75% extra damage and has a 4-second cooldown, but no longer stuns or knocks back enemies. Ronin Lunge causes enemies to bleed and take damage over time, and the passive effect is damage rating. It increases for melee power. You get dodge, you get defense, you get projectile deflection chance, and you have an 8% chance to evade incoming damage. So that's pretty cool. I'm gonna say this, I had a horrible time trying to level up Hawkeye. When I first played him. I got him to level 51, and I only really have it because from previous videos you guys may or may not have seen, the voice actress gave me a code for the pack to advertise and be able to showcase Hawkeye play while I was playing the character. Just seeing the archery skills alone makes me want to play him again with all the chance to activate Trick Quivers. Now, it'd be very interesting to know if the passive effect will proc a level 1 version, a rank 1 version of the power, or if they will proc the proper rank of the power if you have. So let's say you have 20 ranks in Electric Arrow, 10 ranks in Nerve Gas, and 5 ranks in Explosive Arrow. Will it proc a rank 20 Electric Arrow, a rank 10 Nerve Gas, and a rank 5 Explosive Arrow, or will it proc rank 1? That's something you guys should probably ask on the forums and check that out a little bit. Oh, and Avenging Arrow. Same stuff. And there's the big old A. So everything's on fire. That's pretty neat. So that's Hawkeye. He still has 2% movement speed and 4% crit damage, so the one everybody takes for Hero Synergy. And that is Hawkeye. So I'm actually looking forward to, out of all the stuff that's happening, Hawkeye the most, which is pretty strange because he was one of my least favorite characters to play. Hawkeye looks to be pretty good. Probably still going to need some gear. I heard a lot of unique changes happen for him, so go ahead and check out that on the Test Center forums. Amthua has done a really good job of changing up uniques over the past several heroes, and I would hope that that individual continues to do that job because they are quite good at it. Hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did showcasing it to you. Remember to like and comment on the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and Tumblr at RybackStun. More videos as they come along, and with that, this is RybackStun, signing out.